know what happened last year. And then remember back to what we talked about a few weeks back about far as how the brothers turned around, went over to the White House and actually stood on it. And
Yeah.
and as soon as they stood on it, you know what I'm saying, what was happening, everything changed because they seen that the brothers in the truck in a matter of weeks, 294 Chicago, the truck driver shut it down. It's like, nah, we ain't doing nothing. And see, that's my thing. And people look at unions from a bad perspective, but in the trucking industry, I feel that we should unionize. And there's a definition to union, and that's actually brothers coming together. Like I said again, always white, black, green, or orange coming together. Because if we turn around and stick together, if we turn around and got a brother from each and every last one of the states, you know what I'm saying, was it 51, 52 with Hawaii, da 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 da. If we get a brother from each one of the states to turn around and call in and say, I'll stand in this area. I'll stand in this area. And everyone that comes in, whether it's California or Washington or Indiana, wherever it may be, if they were to come in and say, I'm gonna stand in this area, and everybody comes behind us, we're gonna charter this thing out. And if Ohio turns around and say, oh, let's take Ohio out the picture. Ohio, you're not bad. Let's go to Florida, one of the most, and New York. Let's stick with Florida. One of the most rotten states in America when it comes to getting butt-ass cheap rates coming out of each one of our listeners right now is listening. Y'all know Florida ain't shit, and I will stamp that. Florida ain't shit. Them sorry motherfuckers. That's a retirement state. And them motherfuckers are getting paid over there, but they won't give us jack. And you have the freight coming off the water to where you're already getting it butt ass cheap. It's like the fucking cartel. You coming off the fucking water, and you telling us we're not gonna pay you anything. We gonna, you gotta take this here because when you get in, you can't get out. You can just dead here. It's like, but what if we turn around and let's go ahead and be real about it. Let's let what's one of the major companies? My mind slips real quick right now, but JB Hunt, Snyder. It's like let them go up in there and rock out. But all the little small companies, because they know JB Hunt and Snyder, big companies like that, they run certain routes. It's us who turns around and take them certain runs and bounce them in and out of there, going to Louisiana, going to Alabama, going to South Carolina. It's us who make that thing possible for people to get tissue, water, whatever they want to get, food, ice cream, whatever. It's us who actually put them through there. But we turn around and say, nah, we're not even coming up in there. And we still don't. They would raise those prices. And that's where I feel a unionization of brothers to turn around and state that and put that together. It's not about turning around and saying, oh, we're going to get a union and everyone's going to get raped out of this. We're going to make these comments to another. Now, mind you, yeah, the government, this, that, and the third will stand on some things and turn around and say, well, we'll just shut everybody down. It's like, okay, let's do it. Because China got down, I can't think of the year, but I'm going to do the research so the next conversation we come about. China turned around over there and shut the whole goddamn country down. They shut them down. And they turned around and had to bow down to them cats. But in America, we have this prideful, we have this prejudiceness against our brother, this, that, and the third, that racism shit, everything in the third. It's like, bruh, y'all better come together and start realizing, man, it's only two different races. It's the human race, which is one, but the other race that they actually talking about is the haves and the haves not. And that's where we get fucked. You know what I'm saying? The white man turn around, jumping, thinking about the black man jumping, thinking about the white man, thinking about the Chinese man. It's like, dude, y'all in America, bro. Y'all better come together and shut the fuck up and just make this thing happen. So I think a unionization of the brothers coming together and shutting these states down one by one, and I know this is a very crazy topic and the subject, and I know people are going to look at it twisted and have a lot of different viewpoints and opinions on this. But I think it comes to a point to where even if it don't happen in this year, next 5 years, next 10 years, I think we need to turn around and start shutting these jokers down like goddamn Jimmy Hoffa. You know what I'm saying? I know Jimmy Hoffa back in the day was doing for us, goddamn it. He was like, if you ain't do it, we kidnapping your ass. You know? But I'm just being real. I'm just being real about it, you know? So I ain't trying to gangster out on them, but in the same token, like you cats need to turn around and and man, I'll put the format together. Y'all come in and start speaking and talking.
I say this. I say this right here. Before the word states came out, it was unions. It was the Union of South Carolina. It was the Union of North Carolina. It was the Union of Maryland. They were all, each state was their own union. Called their own shots for their particular area.
Right.
Oh, some motherfuckers about to get technical on me, but that's why we ain't got the unions no more. We made it all the United States of America, but what's united about what the fuck's going on right now?
What the fuck is united about this bullshit?
What's going on right now? So therefore, once again, let's go back to definition. In a union, presidency is nothing more than a union. You got Senate, you got all of this congressional body. They got representatives from each state.
Right.
Why the fuck the trucking committee can't do that?
Exactly.
One person in California, he talked with 10 people in the county. The man who ever want to stand up, he talked for 10 counties in California. The next man talked for the other 10 counties in California, so forth and so on. Georgia, same thing. You got about, we just say it's 100 cities in Georgia.
Right.
Why can't there be a person for 10, a next person for another 10? We trucking all of these cities. Remember now, don't nobody get no toilet paper, no water, no clothes.
The
no
bare
food,
necessities.
No nothing.
Nothing.
COVID showed everybody.
Exactly. It did.
What fucking trucking was.
Yep. It did. And you know what it would do? It would take not only would it turn around and give us a base figure on our rates of what we get paid and give us a voice back to how we actually are able to move as a people. The insurance, the body of the insurance company. Now, mind you, the insurance company is unionized. Believe that shit. Because each one of them corporations is a union. And that's how they come against us. Okay, so now you have the brokers, they unionized. They came against us. DOT, they unionized. They came against us. Everybody's trying to take, because at the end of the day, you know we can bring $5,600 a week through the door. But when it comes to after the fact, the insurance, fuel, they turn around and rape us till we bring home barely $1,800 home that week because they took everything out of it, and everyone got a piece of the pie, and they ain't did jack shit. Yeah, so we can't even take our money and put back into the community.
For $2 a mile, when I asked you for $2 a mile, you was looking at me like I'm asking you for your left arm or some shit, man.
Exactly.
Are you fucking serious?
Yep.
Yo, all the costs it take to be owner operator, even for a big company, they know the math and what it takes for every truck, put a man in that truck, fuel, repairs, all of that. They know you got to be making a certain amount. Unless you got hundreds and hundreds of trucks, then you figure your money on a major scale.
Yes, sir.
I ain't even gonna get into that, but that's another thing. But I'm saying, $2 a mile, what is that to an owner operator, man?
Man, that's
what does it hurt? It's not gonna drop the prices of the food. It's not gonna drop the prices of the transportation up. It's only those greedy motherfuckers that want to keep a certain bottom line.
Overhead. Because
what they want to put in their pocket, they gonna turn around and tell everybody, well, since we know we want to make this, then y'all got to pay more. No, y'all being fucking greedy.
Greedy is not even a word. Them jokers are just being evil as shit because they turn around and take so much money out of our pocket, and we sit back and accept it because we're, as individuals, as owner-operators, we sit back and we say, look, I know everything is going on, but I got to go ahead and feed my family because we still trying to take vacation. We still trying to pay our car notes, you know what I'm saying? We want to live good as well, you know what I'm saying? I know we get money to where we can live pretty well, but we work our ass off. We're not with our wives. We're not with our children. So people who turn around is like, I don't know what the fuck they may be saying, but the same token.
Those were the choices you made.
Of course, you know what? So now we're going to give you a new choice. We're going to unionize and we're going to shut your ass down. And I really feel that if the brothers turn around and the sisters turn around, like I say, so please don't get it twisted when I say brothers and sisters, because black, come on now, we Americans, let's do our thing. let's shut these jokers down. Let's come around and start having a conversation. Let's turn around and start saying, look, we will come together. We will shut you down. Forgive me for each state that I might come out my mouth. I'm not actually picking on you. Wisconsin, Indiana, New Jersey, you know what I'm saying, Ohio, Arizona, Colorado. I'm not picking on you as that state that's actually doing that particular drama and implementing it onto us. Y'all doing this shit as a whole. All you cocksuckers is like, it's actually, it's not the brokers themselves, which it is the brokers at the end, but it's the firm. Because if you look at certain companies, without trying my best not to name you rotten jokers, but in the same token, because I know it'll be controversy as hell, but I let my general audience turn around and go and put that name out there, because y'all know who the hell I'm talking about. But in the same token, if you turn around and take a certain firm, they say they might get $6 amount. They'll turn around and get a broker, say they give them $3.10. So they already took $2.90 off the rip to run their company. And I understand what it takes to run a company, because I didn't have one, you didn't have one. And we see what they did to destroy us. But in the same token, here comes the broker at the end of the day. Instead of him trying to unionize with us, because it's a couple of companies I want to mention that's actually, man, there's some good brothers on the teams, but they turn around from that $3.10, they try to give us that $1.50, that $1.60, $1.70, for the simple fact that that's what the rate is actually putting out there for the forecast of what, you know, what should be given. It's like, if y'all break bread with us, we will be some soldiers in this fight. But y'all, what happened with us in 2020, you cats were so dirty and so underhanded, so mid-ass evil, to where, yeah, we can twist it, we can flip it on you. All we gotta do is shut your ass down, and it's sad. It's really sad. It's really sad.
These are the type of conversations that really shouldn't even have to be had, but
yeah.
Cause if you play fair, you're gonna get more out of the pot than